What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all had a good New Year's. As you can see, I've been doing some work on the SSR build. I got the plastics put on and fitted up. I had to do a little modifications to the side shrouds to get them to line up with the holes underneath the seat, but got that banged out and it looks perfect now. Got it bolted up on there too, both sides. Ended up lowering the front number plate, like I was saying in a couple of my last videos. I thought it was just up a little bit too high and didn't look right, so what I did was lowered the front number plate down to the point where, you know, it has a little bit of space in there because I didn't want to go too low below the top clamp. So I think that looks perfect just like that. And then I ended up moving the front fender forward a couple more inches just so that way I had clearance in between the rear fender and the head, because before it was like really close. It was like half an inch away from the thing. So I moved that as far forward as I could, drilled a few new holes under the fender there, and then put spacers in here, and then made a little bracket that bolts to the rear mount on the clamp and then to the hole underneath on the fender. And then just to be able to get to that Allen bolt right there, I had to drill a hole inside the fender, unfortunately, just to get to it, but I'm gonna put a sticker over it after. So as you can see, I obviously put the top end on. This motor is still in here just for mock-up, so this isn't the actual one that I'm going to be building off of. I just got the top end on so I can put the intake manifold on. I'll show you in a second, and then get the angle right for that. But I also got this exhaust off of eBay. This is basically a knockoff of the BBRD section, but it doesn't look like it's going to work with the engine. And so I think if I do anything, I'll probably just keep this exhaust or the muffler and then cut this up, or just totally scrap this because this is cheap metal and the bend isn't close to how I want it. So like I said, what I'll do is I'll probably just keep the muffler and then work from here forward, making my own exhaust, keep it nice and tight to the engine, and it should work out a lot better. This one here is hitting right here on the frame, and I got it tightened up, so that's definitely how that's going to end up being, which isn't how I want it. So I'll probably scrap the front and just build my own exhaust from there. For now, gives me an idea of what I need to do, you know what I mean? I found a few spacers for the chain guide, so I was missing that piece right there. Factory chain guide, looking legit. And then another thing that I need to do is, if you see right here, I got spacers behind the foot pegs just to prop them up. So I'm going to have to do is weld on the back side of the foot peg right here, and then file it down to keep it smooth, and I can get that angle basically back to where I want it to be. Let me show you guys the intake manifold. I think it might have came off like the Piranha 140 or something like that. I forget where I got it from. I have a box of them sitting here. So I ended up cutting it right here, because what I'm going to want to do is, it was like something like this before, so we're going to rotate it, and then I'll mark it, and then I'll weld it, because on the V2 or on the perimeter frame, you're going to have to center the carburetor right in the middle, and then it should work out perfect. So let's throw this on the bike and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I put the lower part of the intake manifold on, and this is the upper part. Just marked it with a little X right there. Basically what I'm going to want to do is try to get it right into the middle like that. So you see it's got to be basically right in the middle of the frame spars, and I'm kind of worried about the exhaust being that close to it, but not sure what I'm going to use for a carburetor yet. Might do a VM26 606 carb on there, and then that should give me a little bit more space to work around the exhaust, but still going to be kind of close, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's what I'm going to do there. I might have to wait till I get a carburetor in and then clock this with the carburetor bolted on there, and then I can obviously take off the gas tank and the shrouds and then put it in place, make sure it's out of the way of the exhaust with the air filter on there, and then I can throw a tack on it and weld that thing up, and it should be good. I also put the extended shifter on there because it worked better. I had the BBR one, it was just going to be too short. So a little bit at a time, guys. Waiting on some funds so I can order up some more pots for this thing. So right now what's left to get as far as making this thing a roller is a rear shock and then some wheels. I think I'm going to use like the slow racer style billet hubs, and then I'm not sure what color wheels. What do you think? Should I do red rims or black rims? I'm thinking I'm definitely going to do red hubs, like some nice billet hubs similar to like these ones, or if you guys are familiar excuse me, if you guys are familiar with the slow racer hubs, they're gonna be like those style ones there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether I should do red rims or black rims. And then I still got to get handlebars. I'm going to get the BBR 910 bars, are the newest style ones that they make. And then see if I can track down a D-section muffler, since I'm not going to be using this one anymore. Like I said, I just bought it to have something to mock up just to see where I am, and if it would work, then I was going to use it temporarily. But pretty sure that's everything I did since the last video, guys. I didn't miss anything on you, right? I know this is just a short video, really not too much stuff going on in it, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm just waiting on a few more parts, so there's really not too much I can do. But as always, I appreciate you watching the videos. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and go check out my other videos on this build, and I'll get some more parts on the way. And stay tuned for the next one. I'll try to get this thing together as quick as I can for you guys.